get ready, get rolling. We on Proverb 23 today. Proverb 23. It's a big one.
Wisdom will protect you. Wisdom will protect you, for sure. That's powerful right there. Do you want me to start, or are you starting?
Whatever is clever.
Okay, well, I'll start. When you've been invited to dine with a very important leader, consider your manners and keep in mind who you're with. Be careful to curb your appetite and catch yourself before you fall in the trap of wanting all you see. Don't crave their delicacies, for they may have another motive in having you sit at their table. Don't compare yourself to the rich. Surrender yourself ambition, and evaluate them properly. For no sooner do you start counting your wealth than it sprouts wings and flies away like an eagle in the sky, here today and gone tomorrow. Be sensible when you dine with a stingy man, and don't eat more than you should, for as he thinks within himself, so is he. He will grudgingly say, "Go ahead and eat all you want," but in his heart he resents the fact that he has to pay for your meal. Wow. You'll be sorry you ate anything at all, and all your compliments will be wasted. A rebellious fool will despise your wise advice, so don't even waste your time. Save your breath. Never move a long-standing boundary line or attempt to take land that belongs to the fatherless, for they have a mighty protector of loving redeemer who watches over them, and he will stand up for their cause. Pay attention to the teaching that corrects you, and open your heart to every word of instruction. Don't withhold appropriate discipline from your child. Go ahead and punish him when he needs it. Don't worry, it won't kill him. A good spanking could be the very thing that teaches him a lifelong lesson. My beloved children, when your heart is full of wisdom, a heart is full of gladness. And when you speak anointed words, we are speaking mouth to mouth. Don't allow the actions of evil men to cause you to burn with anger. Instead, burn with unrelenting passion as you worship God in holy awe. Your future is bright and filled with a living hope that will never fade away. As you listen to me, my beloved child, you will grow in wisdom, and your heart will be drawn into understanding, which will empower you to make right decisions. Don't live in the excess of drunkenness or gluttony, or waste your life away by partying all the time, because drunkards and gluttons sleep their lives away and end up broke. Give respect to your father and mother, for without them you wouldn't even be here. And don't neglect them when they grow old. Embrace the truth and hold it close. Don't let go of wisdom, instruction, and life-giving understanding. When a father observes his child living in godlessness, he is ecstatic with joy. Nothing makes him more prouder. So may your father's heart burst with joy, and your mother's soul be filled with gladness because of you. My son, give me your heart and embrace fully what I'm about to tell you. Stay far away from prostitutes, and you'll stay far away from the pit of destruction. For sleeping with a promiscuous woman is like falling into a trap that you'll never be able to escape. Like a robber hiding in the shadows, she's waiting to claim another victim, another husband unfaithful to his wife. Who has anguish? Who has bitter sorrow? Who constantly complains and argues? Who stumbles and falls and hurts himself? Who's the one with bloodshot eyes? It's the one who drinks too much and is always looking for a new brew. Make sure it's never you. And don't be drunk with wine, but be known as one who enjoys the company of the lovers of God. For drunkenness brings the sting of a serpent, like a fang of a viper spreading poison into your soul. It will make you hallucinate, mumble, and speak words that are perverse. You'll be like the seasick sailor being tossed to and fro, dizzy and out of your own mind. You'll awake only to say, "What hit me? I feel like I've been run over by a truck." Yet off you're going, looking for another drink. Mm-hmm. Wow.
I'm smiling because those last few verses where it talks those who linger from 30 on down, is the one place that I know of in the Bible where a leader talks about not drinking. It doesn't say that it's a sin or wrong, but he says that it inhibits your ability.
Just the results of it.
Yes, to lead effectively, and you're gonna have some issues because of it. So that's Solomon's wisdom to us. I mean, I'm not coming at drinking or those who drink. I don't drink, and I say that because I like me the way I am, and I need me to be okay in my mind because I know what it's like when my mind's not okay. But anyway, that's the one place that flat out says it. Don't be moved by that wine that moves in the cup. When it says it moves in the cup, it means it's fermented. It's talking about the wine that gets you drunk here. But anyway,
anything that shifts your thinking
good.
And your ability to reason,
good.
That makes you no longer to be able to say, what should I do? What's best?
Right.
Then that's something you need to be.
Yeah.
You need to consider.
Okay,
I got chill from this.
Right. You think about that. You think about that. There was another one that is more familiar. Where was it at? In verse 6 and 7. Do not eat the bread of the miser, nor desire his delicacies. I'm reading in the New King James, so you can hear it probably more familiar to you. It says, for as he thinks in his heart, so is he. You've heard that, right? Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. The morsel you have eaten, you will vomit up and waste your pleasant words. So
that's a person who is a stingy and unsensible person that you're dining with.
Right. So don't make it sound good. But you got to look past that. Look at the character of a person. Don't eat their stuff. And it's not talking about physical.
Not just food, but their spiritual spouting.
What they're selling to you. Right.
Be very careful.
Right.
Good morning.
Look past that and look at the person. And that's not judging. It's not judging.
Or look at what they're saying and what they're doing. Right. Their lifestyle. Right. Be smart enough to know. It's not that I can't say hello or talk to them or spend a few moments with them or a little time with them. I do need to know that this is not something that I want to indulge in all the time. I don't
always have to buy what you're selling.
Yeah.
Is what that's saying right there,
Definitely.
Because
gotta be careful.
As a person thinks, so they are. They can say a thing and make a thing sound good, but look at that. Look at the person.
What they do is actually what they think.
Right, as a motive. So it might taste good right then, but it'll make you vomit a little later.
And we also have to be careful with that within ourselves. What are we doing?
Right.
Because that kind of identifies who we are and what we think.
Right.
So that's the 23rd
So
proverb.
Life application?
Yep, let's do the life application.
So this whole proverb kind of talks about mindset and kind of what you should be thinking, preserve yourself and to be more effective and productive. So this one talks about your mind facilitates your future. So that's our life application today. Your mind, what's on your mind will facilitate your future. Will usher in what your future is going to be like. So we're going to focus on that 7th through 19th verse, but we're not going to read them. And this one's kind of short today, so we want to share with you actually 7 things. Leaders understand the importance of their minds to the future of their organizations or whatever they belong to. So where my mind is will dictate what happens kind of in my family, in my household, my business, my job, whatever it is that I'm a part of, right? So my thinking has a lot to do with what's going to happen, not just with me, but those around me. So consider some principles that are offered in this proverb, Proverb 23, about our minds and the godly vision that God has for us for tomorrow. So there's 7 things I want to share with you. So from verse 7, your thoughts determine your character. Your thoughts determine your character. That's that for as a man thinks. So is he. As he thinks, so is he. So my character, what I'm thinking, so am I. If I'm honest, if I'm trustworthy, if I'm kind, those things, that's what I'm thinking, my core thoughts.
Those are the characters.
That's my character. That's what I am. That's what I am, no matter what the circumstantial situation may be. So be careful of your thoughts. Be careful of your thoughts. They may break into words.
At any time.
At any time.
You're just talking And out of nowhere, you say something, you be like, oh my God, I don't even know why I'm saying that. Those are the things that you've been thinking. Those are the things that we've got to deal with. So we got to be careful what we say and what we think, because they will come out of your mouth eventually.
Right, right. And that's also in that 7th verse. If you see where it says, eat and drink, he says, but his heart is not with you.
Mm-hmm. He's inviting you to enjoy and indulge in what he has. But the truth is, in his mind, he's thinking ill thoughts of you.
Right.
He's not really wanting you to eat his stuff, because he's complaining later that he had to help you or feed you.
Right.
So be very careful with that, type of person, and be careful that that's not what you do.
Mm-hmm. But if you listen closely, you will hear between the lines. But that applies to yourself as well.
Even in jokes.
Yes, yes.
Even in jesting.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of truth that comes out in your joke. Meaning, oh, you had a lot to eat, but you're joking about it. But why are you saying that at all? Because that's really what you're thinking.
Right, right. We just, maybe 2 weeks ago, I don't know, we just had a conversation, Kim and I. And she asked me a question, and it revealed to me how I was judging a whole class of people, a whole group of people, and had been for years and didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Number 3, don't waste your thoughts on those who don't hunger for them. So that's in verse 8. I'll read it to you. The morsel you have eaten, you will vomit up and waste your pleasant words. Right? So someone's not trying to hear what you have to say. They're really not buying into, your idea, your innovation, your encouragement, your wisdom, whatever it is that you're sharing. Then maybe you shouldn't be wasting your words at that point, right? Keeping your mind protected and moving forward, and not distracted on trying to convince someone who's just really not seeing eye to eye right now. Nothing wrong with that. They're just not seeing what you're seeing. So stay focused on what you see and where you need to go.
And it's very important for those of you who have gifts and callings and things on your life, which is all of us. If you have an idea and you just happen to be sharing it with somebody, and this person don't even believe in anything that you say, be careful and protect that gift that's in you. You can't tell it to everybody.
Wow. So remember, we're talking about your mind facilitates your future. So here's another thing you need to think about with your mind. First person that you ever lead will be you. So the first organ in your body that you have to master is your mind. Mastering your thoughts, mastering your discipline, mastering your focus. That's the first thing that you're going to have to learn to master. And that happens in you. So here's the key. Here's the key. Hint, hint. Because it's your mind. It's something internal that you have to deal with. That's not something that someone else can do for you.
Right.
And it's not something that you always share with someone until you first get a handle on what it is that you need to share.
Unless it's your spouse and,
Right.
you're talking, you guys are just talking out things.
Right.
That's different. But for other people, you have to be very careful what you spout out about yourself. When Newt said that first organ you're dealing with is your mind, guess what will happen with the mind? Once you start to teach yourself how to think based upon God's word or based upon his principles, it will help the next organ, your tongue.
Right. So verse 12 is the verse that goes with that. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. So Kim says something, unless it's your spouse. So even when I'm talking to Kim and I haven't really gotten together that message in my mind, it's still a thought that's forming, if that makes sense. I try to preface that.
Yeah, we'll say it.
And I'll say, I don't really have the words yet. I don't really have the idea yet, but here's kind of what's going on. So that's me telling myself, okay, you in your mind, this isn't totally formed.
Right.
So be conscious of that, because I don't want to just put stuff out. If I say, okay,
yeah,
you don't want to just put stuff out there, because anytime you put something out there, something has to move. When you speak,
your words have power.
Yes, so something starts in motion. So you have to preface that, for everyone else's sake as well as yours.
Yeah,
if that's making sense to you.
Yep.
The fifth thing is, don't let your mind drift away from God's truth and into vain envy.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we will look at what others are doing,
yeah,
and what others are producing, and others are accomplishing, and we will want that. We'll compare ourselves to them.
Yeah.
Which is never wise. I mean, and I'm guilty. And that can take your mind off of the focus and the path and the process and that you're on right now. God is working with you differently than he is with them. Yes, I may have made some decisions that may have taken me off track years ago, and now I'm back on track. But now that I'm back on track, remember that vision God had for my life, that he gave it to me.
Yeah.
He put it there. I didn't come up with it. So he's responsible to see it through, right? So, he that's faithful, begun to work, he was faithful to perform it even to the end. So he's responsible to see it through. He will restore the time that the cankerworm stole.
Yes.
Even if I'm the cankerworm.
That's right.
So he'll restore that time and speed it up. So we have to be careful to not let our mind drift away from our path, our spot on the wall, the process and the progress that God is working with us by envying
what somebody else has or is doing.
Right.
The first thing you need to do with your mind is teach yourself to be happy for the people who already have and what they're doing. Because what that should do, that should let us know, there's hope for me, because if God can take them through the process and bring them here, then that means that there's hope for what the things that I'm looking for, because they couldn't even believe the things that God has done in their lives. So then that lets me know I also need to look at those things. And then I think Pastor Waletra posted this a bit ago, that if you can't be happy for your friends, then that's really something you need to think about.
Yes.
Those are some thoughts and things that you need to drive far from yourself.
Yes.
I don't go and or sit around and wonder why people have this and have that. I don't. I'm just happy that they got it. And I appreciate that I have a relationship with those people. It's beautiful because it helps me to see. And then I glean from their wisdom. But only that with using that wisdom that I've gleaned from them to move forward in the things that God has promised me, my future, my thing, those thoughts that he has about me, not the thoughts he has about them, but about me, because he has thoughts about me. So I just don't.
So she just said a mouthful right there. Kim did. Glean from the wisdom.
Yeah.
So this is how I kind of see it. I'm stuttering because I don't want to tell you too much about it. So God allows us to sit in the company of those people who are progressing in the area.
In their area.
Yes, in their area, but progressing it in a way that you may not be progressing, right? But maybe you should be more than you are. But God lets you see that in them to motivate you, but also to glean from their experience. If they are people of character, they are going to share with you their journey. They're going to give you their wisdom, their knowledge, their understanding for free. You get to learn from them things and decisions and ways you should be thinking and stuff that you need to do so that you can move your journey along if it's meant to go in that direction.
Right.
You know?
And here's the other part that we really got to get locked in. And this message means more to me than anything that we could be doing this morning, is that we need to understand and know that I will never be at the place where this particular person that I'm gleaning from is. I'll never be there because I'm not supposed to be. It's their journey. My journey is here. And from the outside, they're looking at me and saying, where did you get those ideas? How did you learn how to create that? Listen, we have to stop dumbing ourselves down. We have to stop looking at ourselves or playing ourselves short. We have to stop degrading what God has given us because our eyes are looking at the sparkle and glitter that's happening over here. No, I'm glad for you. I'm happy for you. wow, I'm so glad you got that business started. No, but what's happening here is my responsibility, God's responsibility because he spoke it, and my responsibility to believe it and walk it out.
Right.
Just not going to be jealous of you.
Right.
I'm happy for you.
So that kind of leans into this next one, which says, stay confident that your vision will come to pass.
Absolutely.
That's verse 18 is where that's coming from. So you tie the two together. I have a vision. It's going to come to pass. God's given me exposure to this person over here. I'm careful not to envy to them, but I am wise enough to glean from them, to hear from them, because I might be the person with ideas and creativity to accomplish this thing over here. But they might be the person that understands investments and financial prudence and things like that. So let me hear how they did that, so I can apply that to what I'm doing here on this side, so that I can make what I'm happening come to pass. So be confident. Be confident in what's in you, that your vision will come to pass.
Yes.
Because that's what you're responsible to accomplish. And again, we're talking about your mind facilitates your future. So these are things that mindsets that you should be practicing to have. The last one we want to share with you today is to discipline your thoughts.
There it is.
To remain steadfast in what you know is right. And that's verse 19. Hear my son and be wise, and guide your heart in the way.
Yes, and even in this fitness challenge, even when your physical workout, discipline your thoughts so you remain steadfast in what you know is right for who you.
Right.
I can't look at what my physical fitness thing is to Newt's body because that's his. But for mine, this thing is personal, spiritually, physically, and even in your soul, man. This is your personal journey.
Yes.
Don't judge yourself based upon what you see me or Newt do or me look, because if we do this, then we'll never finish this journey.
Right.
This is mine.
Right.
If I can only do 20 of these, that's my 20.
Right.
I can't worry about yours.
Right.
So I'm just encouraging you all. Get your mind to the place where you're like, God, where you have me today.
Yes.
That's where you have me today.
In every area.
In every area. Where my body is today, that's my body. First of all, thank you that I have it, that I can move, live, and have my being in it. I will not be focused on someone else's journey. I'm happy for theirs, but I'm so grateful for my own.
Yes. Can I give an example?
Okay.
So we got to move. For instance,
that's right, Frida.
For instance, prayer. So I know folks who can go in the room, go in the closet, lay on the floor, and pray for an hour and a half.
I know so many people.
And just pray.
Just go in.
And not even say the same thing for an hour and a half.
Yeah, me too. I know some people who got it going on like that.
That alone is amazing to me. Not circle back around and say the same thing. So that's not always my testimony. I'm not always in that place to be able to do that. That doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with me.
Right.
Is what I'm trying to say. I might be able to, talk for 15 minutes or 10 minutes while I'm moving. That might be where I am, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that person that can pray for that hour and a half in that closet is more spiritually mature, or closer to God than me. That's just what they can do right now. That's what they've developed. That's what's in them.
Their gift. Yeah. That's their area.
Mine is different. Is different. But here's the deal. It says be steadfast.
Yes.
So steadfast means I'm focused on where I need to go. I'm going to keep moving in that direction because that's what applies to me. And I'm okay with that. Steadfast. Steadily moving fast in the direction that is there for me.
Yeah, we all have individual paths.
Right.
They're invisible. You can't physically see them, but we're all on them. It's like the train on the track. God has you on the track of your life where you're supposed to go. What happens when a train jumps off track? There's a collision, a crash, there's something.
Right.
Stay on your track.
I know. I'm sorry, we talked wrong today. I didn't mean to.
That's
that
okay.
one kind of touched me with some different things. Today we're doing an ab interval workout, so we're going to be up and down. Remember, if you go down to the floor, be careful. When you go to the floor, tighten your core. Bend your knees, push your hips back, put your hands down, whatever you need to do. When you get up, if you need to, step up to get up. You don't have to jump up, step up one leg at a time to get up. so you don't injure your back or tweak any of those areas of that are hard to heal. And if you fall kind of behind, it takes you a little time to get up, and we're already moving. No problem, just jump in and keep moving. Right. So it's up to you. So again, we're going to be going down and getting up. So it's ab intervals. So think about that in the workout today. So we're going to start down, you guys. So we're going to start with some planks to downward dogs. So I am stiff today already. That's kind of why I'm saying it to you, because I'm kind of making the excuse already. Right? So go ahead and get down on the floor, and we're going to go ahead right to our plank to child's pose is what we're going to start with, right? So again, you're getting in that plank, so your hands, your elbows, your wrists, and your shoulders are all in line.
Unless you're doing the modified, if you're doing the modified, you're out and you're on your knees.
So you're in plank, right? Your knees down, go back to child's pose. You feel that in your lower back. Come on back up to your plank. Push those heels back. Tuck your core under. Knees down, go back to child's pose. Should feel a little better that time. Breathe out, come on up to your plank. From here, we're going to go downward dog. Stay on the toes. Stay on the toes. Push that booty up in the air. Stretch that back out. Come on back to your plank. Breathe out, push it back to your downward dog. Believe it or not, you're warming up. Come on back to your plank. Shoulders should be warming up. Keep the core tight, body flat. Push the butt back up into downward dog. Now we're going to add another move. You're going to come back to plank. And if you can, spider up. Bring a foot up. So you want to try to keep the back leg straight, butt down if you can. Bring that leg back. Go back to the downward dog. You're going to spider up with the other leg. As you come down, spider up with the other leg. That's going to make you use your core. You are stretching those hip flexors. Use that lower back. Bring that leg back. Go back to your downward dog. If you're in a modified move, do the same thing with the spider up. If you're not modified, then come on up and bring that knee up, but don't touch the ground. Take it back. Go back to downward dog. Other side.
I'm going to go to my modified.
Come on back to downward dog. Come to your knees. Child pose. I want you to go to low plank. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1. To roll over to one side or the other.
If you need the modified, you're going to have one leg down.
Hold it up, squeezing that under core. The one on the bottom, you're squeezing. I want you to come to your butt. Hopefully you can see me. I forgot to move the camera down.
I'll move yours down for you, because I don't think it can see that well.
Lifting those legs up.
Sorry guys, I'm getting in front.
Keeping that body chin tucked. So you're going to go to the other hip. I'm going to turn my back to you this time. I'm sorry, same hip. And you're going to go up and down. So you're pushing your butt forward. You're not letting your butt go back. You're pushing it forward. And you're squeezing that oblique on the bottom side. Come to the low plank. And just tuck those knees and under and up. So you got your core tight. And you're just dropping those knees down and up to engage that middle core. Now you're going to go to the other side. Side hold. Just hold it. Again, you want to lift this top hip as high as you can, pushing it forward. Right? Your shoulder and your elbow should be in line. Right? Bring it down to the floor. Now you're gonna go to the V. Put your feet back up. You can have them down. You can have them up, whatever works for you. I'm feeling like mine are down today. Tucking that chin, tightening that core. Bring your feet down, going back to that side again. And this time you're going up and down. Again, remember, you're squeezing that bottom oblique. You're pushing that butt forward. And you're raising that top hip as high as you can. Keep it going. Squeeze. Should be burning. Roll over. Child pose. Reset. Now step up to get up. Step up to get up. Right? So now we're going to speed knee. Kim's got the modified move. I know you can't see my head, but I want you to see my body so that you can follow when you're on the floor. You see, I'm skipping a little. Bringing those hands up and down to the side. Down to the side to engage the oblique. Again, chin tucked, chest high. Keep those knees up. Flex those feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going back down, you guys. Take your time getting down. So this when you're on your back, go ahead and put your hands behind your neck, but don't push your neck up. Just let them sit there. One finger, lift your feet up, and just alternate.
I'm doing the modified version, which is touching the foot is going to the ground.
Yeah, so are we.
Tighten your tummy.
Same thing. We're doing the exact same thing. So you want to engage that core. 2, 1. Now we're going to do same arm, same leg. So both the leg that's flat, straight out is on the floor. Your top leg, you touch, come up. Touch, come up. So you're pushing that lower back into the floor. Same leg, same arm. Right? So you're pushing that lower back in the floor. You are tucking that chin. So it's fist width between your chin and your chest. So that you engage that core. Ready? Go to the other side. Good work, good work. Engage that core. Use it. Use it. Try to lift those shoulders. If you can't, lay it flat. So it's about lifting your shoulders, not your neck. Lifting your neck is not doing much. So lift those shoulders. Reset. Hands over your legs, hands, head, and both up.
Okay, mine's modified. One at a time.
Stretch it out at the bottom. Lift it all the way up. Breathe out on the work. Breathe out on the work coming up. Breathe out. 2, 1. Sit up. We're going to stand up. Roll over. Step up to get up. Going to the T-shuffle. So I want your feet moving fast. Move forward. Move back. Now side to side. Move forward. Move back. So the deal here is you're keeping your core tight. You're not just letting your body go. You're keeping that core tight and erect so you can move those feet fast. So you're going at your own pace here. Now you can do it feet wide. You can do it feet close. Whatever works for you. The idea is to get the heart moving and to keep that core tight and make your body do what you're telling it to do. 3, 2, 1. We're going back to the ground. So we're going to do what we just did before, but we're not touching. My feet aren't touching.
Now mine will touch. Do a modified version. Same leg.
So I have my hands down by my sides so that I can keep my shoulders long. Down and my neck long. And I can really get that lower quarter back on the floor and engage my cores.
I've modified mine by putting my hands under my butt.
Now you're going to go same arm, same leg. If you're doing it modified, if you're doing a regular move, none of your feet are touching. Both of your feet are off the ground.
If you do a modified, they are touching the ground.
Flex, flex, both your feet. Try to keep them straight. You're working here. You're working. Putting that energy in the core. Stiff, tight core. Switch to the other side. If you need a rest, put them down.
Reset.
Lift them right back up. Little second rest will fix you. Again, keep that chin, fist width away from your chest. Tucked.
Woo.
Head back so that you're working the core. 3, 2, 1. Both of them down. Hands over top. Up. Down, don't touch. Up. Down, don't touch. Up. Down, don't touch. Good work, good work, good work. Push it out, breathe it out on the work. Try to keep them legs straight. I know mine aren't. Straight as you can get them. I'm feeling that there. Right there, I feel it. Push it. If you need to take a break, take a break. You need to touch, touch. Few more seconds. Few more seconds. Ready? Sit it up. So keep moving. Just go hop, hop, squat from there. So hop, hop, squat.
All right.
Hop, hop, squat. I got a good rest.
I'm just stepping and squatting for mine at your own speed and go as deep as you can.
Head neutral spine. Butt back when you go down. Keeping that chest high. Good work. Engage the core when you hit the bottom. Use the core when you come up. Tighten that booty. Push your hips forward on the hop, hop. We're about to go back down to the floor.
7 minutes off of that.
What's that?
Should have took about 7 minutes off of that. They already were working while you're fixing it.
Keep going. Almost there. Almost there.
Woo.
3, 2, 1. Going back to the floor. Now I'm gonna alternate heels. Legs out front. So just in and out. Both are touching. So you're keeping that body in what's called a C-sit position. So your butt's on the floor. Your back's a little curved. Your chin is tucked. Head like fist width away from your chest. Shoulders long. Neck long. Both feet down and hold. Both feet in and hold.
So for modified,
feet out.
you slide them in. You might have to slide them out. But hold your core tight.
Put the weight in your core. Heels down. Weight in your core. Slow and control. Bring it in. Put those hands down. Good work. Good work. Breathe on the work. Good job. Exhale when you work. Good work. Now keep them out. Reset. You're back in the C-sit. Now just lift your feet up.
Yeah.
Put them down. Put them back up. Keep the core tight. Keep the core tight.
Modified is one leg up, one leg down.
You see me leaning back. C-sit. Keeping the hips on the floor. 3, 2, 1. Reset. Bend your back knee. Front leg up in the air. And hold it. So what you're doing here is you're trying to push your body up. Keep it down. Hands down. You are flexing that foot. Go ahead and drop it. Reset. Front knee up. Lift the back knee. Hold it. One side is going to be easier than the other. Keeping that core tight. You should feel it on the side that your leg is lifted. Put it down. Sit it up. Reset. Step up to get up. Sprint it out. Turn side. Back to the center. Squat hold. Bring it up. So in that squat, try to keep your body as high up as you can so that you're putting it in your core. So you're using the legs, but you're focusing on your core. Squat. Bring it up. There you go. Good job. Hold it down. Bring it up. To the side. You see my feet are wide so that I put it in my core. Bring it up. Turn aside. Back to the middle. Squat hold. Come on up. That's right. Get the heart moving. Turn. Back to the front. Squat hold. Bring it up. Run in place. Going back to the ground. Same thing as last time, but this time your heels are not touching on alternating heel tap. So, got my foot off. The one I'm stretching out is not touching the ground. It only touches when it's my knees bent. So I'm just alternating that back and forth. Hold it for a second or two. Slow and controlled. Using your core. Both feet out in front of you. Reset. Come back in. Both heels in. Tap in. Both heels out. Don't touch unless you're modified, you touch.
Modified does touch. If you want to try it, you can try it both ways. Back
out. So when you come in, it's not a long rest. 1, 2, back out. So you are forcing your body straight. You're forcing it in your core when you go out. Making your body hold, making your core hold yourself up. Bring it in. 1 foot up. This time, pick your hands off the floor. Unless you're modified, keep them on the floor. Hold it. Flex that foot. 3, 2, 1, switch. I reset and switch. Again, lift that chest. Tuck that chin. Put it in that core. Put them down. We're going back to that front leg again, but now we're pulsing it. Up and down. Up and down. Keep it flexed. Keep that foot flexed. Put it in your quad. All right, drop it down. Reset. Back leg. Pulse it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to get up. Roll over. Hit your knees. Step up to get up. So now we're doing a knee kick. So the modified move is just this. The regular move, lift that foot up, keep it up, hop and kick. Turn to the side so you can see me. So I'm fighting to keep that back leg, this leg straight, and my knee up as high as I can get it. So now we're going to switch legs. Same thing.
My balance is a little off.
So I'm focused on keeping my body high, my knee high, and I'm just kicking out in front of me. Foot flexed. It's hard to stay still on this one. 3, 2, 1. Good job.
Back down.
We're going back down. This time on your stomach. Doing the Superman. So on the Superman, spread your legs a little bit. Lift your legs and knees off the ground. Tighten that butt. Your hands out front. Now your head is looking at the ground. You're not lurching your neck up. You'll hurt your back. Your head is looking at the ground. You're going to want to look up because it makes you think you're going higher. 3, 2, 1, relax. Go back up to the Superman. Now pull your hands down, lats down. Again, you're squeezing your butt to keep your knees off the ground. Lifting your upper core as high as you can. Squeezing that back. Working that beautiful back. Upper muscles, lower muscles. If you need to reset, relax and get back in it. Head to the ground, chin tucked, so you don't hurt your neck. Almost there, keep the knees as high as you can. It's burning, baby. 3, 2, 1. Reset. Reset. Now, you're going to bring those hands behind your back. Lifting them up and back. Up and back. Up and back. One more. Up and back. Reset. Now you're gonna go rocket man. Get back in position. Just keep those hands back. Just hold it there. Again, try to spread your feet a little. Squeezing that booty so your knees are off the ground. That's good. 3, 2, 1. Go to child's pose.
To reset.
Get that back stretched out because you just used it. Step up to get up. We're going to go right to mountain climber. Modified mountain climber is just this. Our mountain climber, you're stepping. So you're trying to get those knees up and tighten that core. So you're tilting that booty in, putting it in the core, lifting those arms, head and eyes to the front, chest lifted, chin tucked, breathing and moving. If you need to oscillate between the modified move and regular move, that's okay. Now side to side, side to side. Good job. Keep moving. Knees up. Don't get lazy at the end. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going back down.
Plank. And then step up. Mountain climbers through your plank, right?
Yep, so you're going to a low plank. You're lifting one foot up, put it back. Another foot up, put it back. One foot up, put it back. Another foot up, put it back. Good job. Good work. Hold them both back. So lift both feet up, up, back, back. Good job. Up, hold it, back, back. Yeah. Back and back. Good job. Up, back. 5 seconds. Good job. Up, back. Reset. You're back in. So now you're going to go up, butt in the air, down, back. Up, butt in the air, down, back. Use that core. Up, butt in the air, down, back. Reset. Come back to your low plank. Going up to the V. Now just bring your knees down and up. Try to keep your head neutral spine. You're going to feel this in your shoulders. You're going to feel it in your core. If you can, move your feet in closer. If you can't, leave them where they are. You're fighting to keep your back straight. You're almost there. Good job. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Reset. Step up to get up. We're going to sprint tabletop. So sprint, tabletop. Looking down at the floor. Bring it up. Sprint. Tabletop, other side. One side's easier than the other. Squeeze the back glute. Stretch that back foot. Come on up. Sprint. Good work. Tabletop. Almost fell. Sprint it up. You feel that in your shoulders when your hands are up. Woo. Tabletop.
Wow.
You can slightly bend that back leg. You can straighten it out. 3, 2, 1. We're going to the ab pyramid.
You have a minute
Let's
left,
move.
guys.
So you're going down, back, in. I'm sorry. 1, 2, stand up. It's a modified move, Kim. I think you just step back.
Yeah, the modified move is you're stepping back.
2, 3.
Pitching down. Step back. Come
1,
back up.
2, 3.
Reach down.
4, Now when you go down,
come back up.
bend those legs. 3, 4, 5. Stand up. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Legs all the way back. 6, last one, let's go. Bring it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bonus move. Bonus move. High job. Get those knees up. Engage that core. You got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. And day 23 is in the books. Slow jog. Ha. Side to side. Keep that core tight. Stay on those toes. Toes spread. Chest high. Almost there. You got 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Day 23 in the books, baby. Good work. Good work. Good work.
Good morning.
Good work. We are over time because we fell through. So you have to cool down on your own. Bring that heart rate down.
You know how to stretch and breathe.
Stretch it out on your own. So what we're going to say right now is thank you, God, for another day.
Thank you, Father.
The ability to live, move, and have our being in you. We thank you that we're getting better physically, spiritually, holistically. We command our day that everything will fall in place and that we will accomplish what you set in front of us to accomplish with great and maximum returns. In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name. Congratulations, day 23ers.
Make it a great day or not.
The choice is always
It's always yours.